Hello, good morning and welcome. It's the 6th of April and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's the London Open. Um, we'll start as always, well, not as always, but we'll start as usual with the AUD USD. We've seen quite a fall in that last night. It's now in this below the 50. As long as the RSI continues there below the 50 and the commercials are negative, I'll stay in this pair. I see this as the start of a good downtrend. AUD JPY, basically the same thing. It's had a good short last night. We got in here, so I think I was knocked out at the top, but anyway, I got this retracement. I've got a couple of trades in on the way down, and I'll be holding those trades. Euro, Japanese yen, that's fallen this morning. I think I got in that last night. Again, I see that as a good long-term trend. The S&P has had quite a fall yesterday and continued this morning. So I just don't know if that's the bubble bursting. We'll get to that in a minute. AUD New Zealand dollar, same story. I've got 3 trades in this. I need just to protect that trade. There we go. So that trade now is protected with my stop loss. Euro New Zealand dollar, this has only just fallen. I was at a loss this morning with this one. So that again, Euro is short, New Zealand dollar's long on the commercials, so that's a good trade. Pound Australian dollar. It's actually just popped over the resistance this morning and it's coming up to maybe just a little bit more. But this is the next really major resistance with the turning points and what have you. So we'll take a view when we get up there, guided by the commitment of traders and the RSI. So that's been a good trade for us. We come up now the S&P 500. The S&P 500. This has fallen again this morning. It had this massive candle down yesterday. It bounced off the RSI twice. It's now below the 50. It's in this downwards channel. As long as this remains below the 50 mark, it will continue down. Hey ho. Yeah, interesting thing. The monthly. If you look at the monthly. The RSI is at 69.12. That is very nearly below the 69.1. And below there, with the dailies now have got this downward trend and they're below 50. That's continuing down. I'm quite hopeful with this. Anyway. Here we go. AUD CAD. It's come up against support. It's just having a few days little rest and then it's going to go down again. I hope. So I'm just about at entry. But we'll see how that goes. Euro USD. I think I've got a little trade in there somewhere hiding behind my black line. So that's where I got out before. And it has in fact shorted this morning. So I'm actually, yeah, in fact it's going down quite a lot. That's looking really good. And of course you've got heavy short on the commitment of traders. So hopefully that'll be a good trade for me. Euro GBP. I'm short this. Yes, we're short. We're long the pound on the commitment of traders and short the euro. So this should also be a good trade. The RSI is below the 50. We've had this downwards channel. As long as it remains below the 50, that's a downwards a short signal. My silver trade, yes, the bane of my life. I got in the wrong area. I got in here. I thought it'd stay, but anyway, it has gone up. This is major resistance here at 1850. That's turning points. This one here, and going back into history. I'm short this. It's below my turquoise line on the RSI, which is resistance that I've put on the RSI. You've also got the stochastic is facing down. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure at the worst I will get out of this even Stevens, but I'm waiting for the commitment of traders report tonight, and you know that will keep me in the trade. USD, Mexican peso. I've put another trade in here. So these trades here, this one here is 10 times bigger than those, and this one here is double that one. I'm committed with this trade. I really think this is going to go well. I think I'm seeing the bottom. You can always be wrong with Forex, but the commitment of traders was so definite about short the peso, and we've got a slight long on the dollar when you look at it over a mix of currencies. And that's the first time for about 6 months where on the commitment of traders you get a small long, or would I say less of a short, because obviously they hedge. So yeah, I'd like to see the RSI above the 50. That would really make me happy. USD JPY, I have a trade on this somewhere, but I think I got in last night, just going into profit, nothing to write home about, and it was only a small trade because I'm unconvinced by it, but I don't want to be caught with my pants down. The oil is faltering here. It's coming up to this turning points, which is like fairly heavy resistance, but I really feel right over towards the end of next week we're going to see it spike up again. I'll look at the commitment of traders report, but that's the way I feel about it. And like the USD Canadian dollar, I am long that. I am short the oil, WTI, the Western, whatever it is. You know, I'm short it. Now, I don't swing trade. It's not safe. And I'm looking for low risk trades. So even though this was a really good trade and it, you know, all the technicals held it out and the commitment to traders report, you know, I will only short this. So if it has a good long up here, you know, and the commitment of traders turns round, I will short this back down. Okay, thank you all for watching, and thank you for the subscriptions and the likes. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you all tomorrow when we've got non-farm payrolls tomorrow, and the average earnings. So that's quite a big day tomorrow. But see you then. Cheers. Bye now.